kicks over the fire pit by the roadside. At first, he didn't think much of it, but then 2 children came over to pick up the burning paper money next to the fire pit. Just as the situation seemed to calm down, the startled driver rushed out of the car to check. He searched underneath the car for a while, but found nothing unusual. The driver assumed he had made a mistake and got back into the car preparing to leave. What he didn't realize was that the 2 little boys had quietly followed him. It is said that on the 15th day of July, during the Fish Basket Festival, the gates of the underworld are wide open. On this day, people burn paper money by the roadside as offerings to keep the spirits away from their lives. The government also invites a theatrical troupe to set up a stage and perform, but this play isn't for the living to watch. It's meant for the wandering souls of the dead. Only by doing this can the spirits focus on the play and stop seeking out the living to replace them. Jack was a well-known local opera troupe leader, specializing in UA opera. This year, the responsibility for the performance had fallen to him. In preparation for this, he had arrived at the troupe many days in advance to rehearse. Looking over at his daughter, who was engrossed in her phone, Jack was furious. At his old age, he needed someone to take over the opera troupe. However, his daughter Anna spent all her time idly, with no interest in the opera at all. Jack was deeply frustrated by this. Just then, David, his son who had been away for years, suddenly returned. After graduating from university, David had gone to the mainland to do business, and the father and son hadn't seen each other in years. Jack was overjoyed and immediately rushed to greet him. But Anna, upon seeing her brother, immediately began mocking him. David had no response, as his half-sister wasn't wrong. He had failed in business, lost all his savings, and racked up significant debt. With no way out, he had decided to return home. However, Jack didn't care about any of that. As long as David came back, his opera troupe wouldn't have to worry about a lack of successors. He quickly told the staff to prepare extra food to celebrate his son's return. But David, deeply caught in the double blows of a breakup and unemployment, wasn't interested in taking over the opera troupe. After the meal, David sat alone outside, trying to call his ex-girlfriend. But what he didn't notice was that a group of frightening beings were quietly watching him.